All right, welcome everyone. This is the second day of our Commonwealth shared essay writing and essay review session. Let's just get feedback in the chat box. Let us know where you're joining in from. Type in your name and country or location. My name is Martins Yekipolo, just in case this is the first time you're seeing me. I happen to be the convener of ULEAD International and Global Wins Community. This community right here is basically for you to be supported in your career and also in the hunt for scholarships. And to date, we have about 20 scholars that have come out of our group, from Chevening to Swedish government scholarship to MasterCard, also to Commonwealth scholarship as well. And we are happy to be doing this for free for everyone else out there who wants to put in the work, put in a good application, and actually win the scholarship for the next phase of their career, personal growth, etc. And so without wasting time, we'll be getting straight into today's agenda. I'll be giving a quick overview and then be introducing our guest for tonight. So let's get feedback if you can all hear me. Just let me know in the chat box if you can hear me. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Goodness. All right. First things first, the Commonwealth scholarships has about 11 questions that you have to answer. And these 11 questions are within word limit of 250 to 100, depending on the amount of content they want you to produce. And this particular content that they want you to produce is supposed to be straightforward. You don't have to beat about the bush. You don't have to say a lot of stories. You just have to provide the answers to the prompt, right? As we looked at yesterday, there are ways that you can present your answers so that you can make them better, right? And please, if you're just joining the call, you can just mute yourself so we don't have sound feedback coming in, or maybe I should just, okay. Yep. For now, I'm going to mute everyone else. Okay. I'm just going to quickly run through a quick overview of what the scholarship is about, and then we'll go straight into the essay sessions for tonight. Please let me know what you can see in the chat box. Can you see my screen? Can you see Commonwealth Scholarships webinar live essay reviews? If you can see that, fantastic. All right. This is brought to you, like I said, by Global Wins. And if you have friends who are supposed to be here tonight who are not here, please send them the link and send them the passcode. It's a free session. It's a 2-hour session. We're closing in the next hour and 50 minutes, which means that we are right on time and they can join us. So today we're looking at essay writing, live reviews, question and answers, and closing remarks. Yesterday we looked at the first essay to the third essay. Tonight we're going to continue from the fourth essay to the 11th Commonwealth shared essay. But this session is not something I'm going to be doing by myself. We have Dr. Victory Ekpin, who is a medical doctor by profession and training as well, and also a public health practitioner based off in the Institute of Health Research and Development. She's also an alumni of the Commonwealth Scholarship. She won the scholarships and also studied from London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. She's a good friend of mine. She's an excellent person. If you check her up on LinkedIn, you see the amazing work that she has done in the place of maternal health, child health. Yesterday, we had Dr. Eze Daisy, who is currently working with the World Health Organization in Switzerland. And she reviewed our essays yesterday as well. And today, Dr. Victory is going to be reviewing essays and also showing you how to tell your story better, right? And she will bring all of the amazing introductions about the kind of work she does and how you can better put your essay in the right context. So I'm going to just quickly go through something that you already know you can find online. All of these things are things you can find online. The Commonwealth program generally has 7 unique scholarships, right? There are 7 scholarships offered by Commonwealth. And all of these scholarships are unique in terms of some of them are for masters and some of them are for PhDs. Some of them are in partnership with your country government. Some of them are also in partnership with the universities. In the case of the Commonwealth Shared, this is in partnership with universities. That's why it's called the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, right? And as you can see on the screen, and as you can see online, this scholarship is open until the 12th of December, which means you have 11 days to strengthen the application that you've already started writing for the Commonwealth Shared application, right? And there are 6 teams that all of the courses offered fall under. The first of them is Science, Technology for Development. The second is Strengthening Health Systems and Capacity. The third is Promoting Innovation and Entrepreneurship. All the courses that fall under Strengthening Global Peace, Security, and Governance. And then you also have courses falling under Access, Inclusion, and Opportunity, as well as Strengthening Resilience and Response to Crisis. One of the unique features of the Commonwealth Scholarship is that all of these things are focused on development. And when we speak about development in the international space, we're speaking about sustainable development, right? There was a time where we were speaking about millennium development, but now we've moved from speaking about millennium development to sustainable development. Who knows what next we're going to have by the time we get to 2030, and we will have to revise the goals that were accomplished and the goals that were not accomplished. So all the courses that they are doing right now are supposed to be, how do I participate in sustainable development for my country, for my community, for the continent? That is why these scholarships are there, right? All of these scholarships are unique in meeting one of these developmental goals. So before you apply for a scholarship, you need to think first if you are a fit for that particular one. So I'm not going to go further into any of this because this is public information and you can find this online. I'm going to bring up Dr. Victory Ekpin right now so that we can spend the next 30 minutes running through how you can write, and then we can move straight into the essay review sections. So please, can we put our hands together? Everyone react, use the reaction button under the screen, and welcome Dr. Victory Ekpin. Welcome, Victory. I cannot see the reactions. She is not going to come up until I see reactions. She should not say anything until I see reactions. Okay. I've seen Just Ifyok's reaction, so maybe we'll review Just Ifyok's. I see it tonight. Okay, over to you, Dr. Victory.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. As I have been introduced, my name is Victory Ekpin. I am a medical doctor and a public health professional. Can everybody confirm that you can hear me? You can see my screen?
I can see your screen and I can hear you.
Okay. Someone else?
Abdul Karim says.
I can hear you and I can see your screen.
Exactly.
Perfect. Thank you. So welcome to this session. I'm very happy to be doing this. I actually disturbed Martin some time ago that we should do this. So yeah. And I'm going to go right into it because I want to focus more on like the reviewing of the essays. So this is just going to be quick. Martin has introduced what Commonwealth Scholarship is about. And if you're on this call, you should have already known, should have already scraped the net about what Commonwealth Scholarship is about. You should have already done all that, okay? And this is just a session mainly about the writing, selling yourself for the scholarship. So I'm going to go right into it. I'm going to be turning off my camera if that's okay, and you'll be hearing my voice. And yeah, thank you. Okay, perfect. So I'm not going to dwell long on, in fact, I'm not going to dwell at all on the introduction because that has already been talked about. But I got the scholarship in 2022, 2023 Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. And one thing I want to highlight is the fact that I actually just heard about Commonwealth chevening the whole scholarship thingy the year prior. Okay, no, not the year prior, because the year prior is when I applied, right? So 2021 was the first time, 2020 was the first time I heard about any of these. So it's not like I was a career, what's the word now? Go-getter that said, I'm going to go to school on a scholarship and I'm going to break grounds, I barely passed through most of my school. Okay, I didn't do too badly, So what I'm trying to say is that anybody can do it, or everybody can do it. You get my point. And so I learned about it the year prior. I thought I was going to apply that year, but laziness and everything, I'm not even going to lie, it was laziness. So I didn't apply. So I applied in 2021. What I knew was that I wanted to do a master's degree because as I'm a doctor and I was in clinical medicine, but I wanted to go, I was in public health as well. I was actually also doing research and doing public health stuff, but I wanted to give myself some legitimacy in public health. And I wanted to do that via a master's. I knew I had to do that via a master's. So I needed a master's degree. One thing I had told myself when I finished medical school was I'm never going to school again in Nigeria, no matter what. So I knew I had to do it abroad. And why LSHTM? I looked at the people I wanted to be like, and most of them either went to LSHTM, Harvard, or Johns Hopkins. I was like, okay, LSHTM it is. And of course, I could not afford it. So I searched for ways to fund my studies, and Commonwealth Scholarship and Chevening came up. I didn't look, I could not deal with Chevening. I'm not like strong like that. So because of the interviews and everything, so I went for Commonwealth Scholarship, basically because there was no interview session. So I'm going to be skipping the next stuff. This is about Commonwealth. Okay. The application process. Information you should already know, but just to remind you, deadline is 12th, that is in 11 days. If you have not started writing your essay, maybe you should give up, okay, and maybe don't give up. So you've not started writing your essays, you've not contacted your referees, you've not done anything, then I'm sorry to tell you, but you are not serious about this. So you should get on it ASAP. Then you should have found your course, your school, ensure that you check the website. Some schools say you must apply to them pari passu. That means you must apply to both the school and the scholarship at the same time. And some schools are like, apply to the scholarship, you can apply to the school before the school's application deadline. Now, I thought it was like a one and done thing that all schools would say, apply to the scholarship and then don't apply to the school, you can apply to the school later. But when I checked my school's website, a few days, like 5 days to the submission, I realized that my school said you must submit the two of them at the same time. So don't be like me. It was a crazy period, having to drag my referees to submit stuff. It was because the school needed the references immediately. Meanwhile, Commonwealth referees coming later. So 5 days, I was on my referees next. It was crazy. Don't be like me. Complete the application form, notify your referees on time. Let them know what you expect from them, okay? Moving on to the essays. Please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Perfect. So don't forget that this scholarship is about academic merit, your research proposal, and your potential impact on development in your country. Now, what the mistake people make is that they think, oh, I graduated with a first class. I graduated top of my class. Please, could you mute yourself? I graduated top of my class. I'm doing so well I did so well in my academics, so I'm definitely going to get a scholarship. No, Commonwealth scholarships, Chevening scholarships are not only academic based. Things like Erasmus, Rhodes, if you did very well in school, you will most likely get it. But Commonwealth and Chevening are not like that. They are very, very big on your development, your potential to impact your country, what you have done. So your potential, which is about what you've done in the past, and then your plan to do more, which is your research proposal. So these three are very important. One is not more important than the other. Or I would even say your impact is more important than academics, okay? Going to how to write your essay. this is like a broad, I think there are about a total of 11 essays. As at when I wrote, there were like 11 essays, some short, 100 words, some longer. But I just classified them into these 5 groups: your development impact statements or essays, your study plan and justifying your study plan, career plan, your personal statement, and leadership and volunteer essays. Okay, now the meat of the issue. The first thing is, Fervent, could you mute yourself, please? The first thing is, how does your proposed study relate to? First, development issues at global, national, local levels. And then next, how it connects to your chosen theme and wider sector. I didn't talk about this before, but you should know that you're supposed to choose a theme, right? You're supposed to choose an area that you are going to be focusing on. Then you have to link your development issue with that theme. Example, if you chose health systems or you chose, what are the other themes? Let me see. Promoting global prosperity. You cannot say you want to promote, your theme is promoting global prosperity, and then you're talking about your research proposal or your development issue is about strengthening health system. Okay. Or you want to talk about an innovation and then you have chosen strengthening global peace. They have to align. So writing the first essay is like writing a background or problem statement for your study. If any of you have ever done a study, you have to sell why that area is important. Okay, there is no being modest about it. There is no being bland or being passive about it. Make it, have you seen somebody trying to give a sales pitch? Make it like, if this issue is not solved today, or if I don't solve this issue, the world is going to combust. Do you understand? Right? That means that, first of all, you have to choose an issue that requires solving. Don't choose an issue or don't choose a topic or a research area or a study area that is just there. I want to study how English. Don't choose something that is just there. It should be something that is a problem you want to address. Use compelling statistics and figures. As I said, make the issue as immediate as possible. Like, this issue has to be solved tomorrow, and I am the one that is going to solve it. And use a funnel approach. The prompt has already told you that. Start with global, then come national, then local. What I mean is, okay, I'm going to show you what I mean in the next slide. Again, connect to your team. So what I mean here is, by using a funnel approach, is, this is my essay. This is an excerpt from my essay that I used. The first paragraph started with a broad term. Despite global progress in reduction of maternal mortality rates in the last 3 decades, Nigeria lags far behind as one of the 10 countries that achieved less than 10% reduction between blah, blah, blah. Now, you can see that the reason why I did not start with maternal mortality rate in the world is blah, is because of space. But you see how I initially said, okay, there is global progress, so all right. But then I came to Nigeria immediately because of space. If you have space, you can start with the statistics at a global level. You can start with the statistics at a global level. This is the issue globally. And then in my country, it's even worse, okay? And you see how I immediately tied it to SDGs. That Nigeria is not set to achieve the SDG goal of this. Now, the essay was longer, of course. The opening of my last paragraph said, the above disheartening awareness piqued my interest in maternal mortality, as this is a major challenge in the health sector and an impediment to achieving the 3rd goal of the SDG. You see how I reiterated that this is an issue to achieving, a problem with achieving SDG. And I brought myself in that this is why I'm interested in this issue. Okay. So the summary of that is make it a pressing problem. Your first essay should bring out how that issue you want to address is a pressing problem. Now, still under development impact, the next question that they ask you is, what will change when you're done with your studies, which is basically what outcomes you aim to achieve, the time frame, and who will the beneficiaries be. So I divided this into 3 paragraphs, okay, or 4 paragraphs or thereabouts. And I said, the first thing is a general overview of your outcomes. So summarize, what do you aim to achieve? You aim to build your knowledge, your skills in this particular area, so you can solve this particular problem. Okay, apart from solving that problem that you want to solve, it's always bringing capacity building. Once you are in the development space, you will realize how important capacity, saying you want to build capacity is. Like what you just mentioned, that okay, always say, okay, so after this, I want to solve this problem. I also want to build capacity of other people to solve this problem. The next thing is when they say time frame for the implementation of this, your outcome, you can divide it into 2 or 3, either short and long term or short, medium, and long term. Saying in the short term, I want to do this. That paragraph must include building capacity, building collaborations. I hope you guys are writing down. I didn't have time to put all these things in the slide. That paragraph about your short-term goals should include that you are going to build capacity of people that you are going to work with to achieve your goals. You're going to network, you're going to build collaborations. That tells them that you have thought about it. You've thought about what you want to do and how you would need to do it. You need people to work with. So you build capacity, you will network. Your medium-term goals can then be, you're going to do research, you're going to study the problem, you're going to do a needs assessment, you're going to start working on the problem. Your long-term goals should always, in the long term, it should always be about getting into a more leadership, decision-making capacity. Okay? Then the last 1 or 2 sentences for the beneficiaries, which is just a broad, the beneficiaries of this results of this, my work would be those whose capacity you've built, like the teachers or the research assistants or people I'm going to be building their capacity. And then maybe in my case, the women in rural communities that will benefit from improved maternal health, stuff like that. Just a brief idea of what I did. Short term, I said, this will be completed within 1 year of my return and will include training researchers and building of a team under the umbrella of that. It was 1 sentence, it was short. I think I also talked about collaborating with people or building networks. The medium term, I said that it's going to be completed within 3 to 5 years, and we'll focus on carrying out implementation research in different communities to ascertain models that work. That is what I was saying, like doing a needs assessment, doing that first study to identify what works. And then long term now includes continuing advocacy, carrying out more research, collaborations for policies, carrying out programs, and getting into a decision-making capacity. Okay? Give me a thumbs up, please, if you can still follow.
I think I'm following. Maybe we should get feedback from others who are following. Yeah, we have 5 thumbs up. 5 persons are following. The rest are eating chin-chin.
So the next thing is talk about your proposed research. This threw me off when I was writing mine because I was like, is it a research degree? But as I used to tell my research mentees, research runs the world. And whether you don't ever plan to go into academia, you should, or you may want to be involved in research because that is the only way you can build stuff, you can develop stuff, you can innovate, right? So they are asking you, what do you want to study? What do you want to work on? It's not necessarily like research, or what do you want to like write about? It's what do you want to build? What do you want to innovate? What do you want to study? And the first essay there is a short outline, right? Before the longer stuff. A short outline, I think it's about 125 words. So you don't have space to be writing a long research proposal. Try to make it non-technical. That is, don't be, if you are, for example, in the medical field and you're doing stuff on maybe GIT studies and all that, don't go about saying the gastroesophageal fistula of the, using highfalutin terms, because the people that are reading your essays are not people that are in that your particular field. So be as simple as possible, as clear as possible. Your first sentence should be your objective. I aim to study this, or I want to study this, or my proposed research focuses on this, my proposed study focuses on blah, blah, blah. That is the what. The next two sentences should be why. This is because this, or because I identified that this, or WHO has stated that this thing is a problem, something like that. And then how. I intend to do this by blah, blah, blah. One sentence, don't go in depth into it. Example of like the opening of mine was, concerning my research, my proposed research, I plan to explore, I missed two. I plan to explore how trust in the healthcare system affects the health-seeking behavior of pregnant women in rural communities in Akwa Ibom states. That was the opening statement. That's my research. That's my objective statement, right? And the last statement should be about the implication of your work. For mine, I think I said something like, this will bring out, this is me paraphrasing it, bring out information that is going to
Hi, Victory.
inform policy and practice. Yes, please go ahead.
I think
Time.
just a question. This,
Yeah.
when you talk about proposed research, like outlining proposed study in the UK, the study outline in terms of the research here, right? Does this mean, I'm just asking for the people, does this mean that when I do my dissertation or my thesis, that this can change?
Yes, I did not do anything regarding this in my thesis.
Okay, so I
Even I
think
didn't want.
just trying so can specify for those listening. Yeah.
Yes. I did not do anything about this within my thesis, but it can change. It can very well change. So write something compelling. You're not fixed to it. Okay. But maternal and child health is my general area. So it's not like I was lying, please. Okay. After the proposed research, the next essays you will be writing about your study plan. You may think, oh, what's the difference between the proposed research and proposed study? So these other essays are basically about your study in the UK, your study in the university, your chosen course of study, how it relates to your objectives, to the to the thematic area you are working on, right? So as I said, you should have already chosen your proposed university, your proposed courses and the universities. And for you choosing them, you should first of all understand why you chose them. So take a piece of paper, write simply why each school, right? Why each course. And this should again be tied to your development theme and your career goals. Your entire essay has to tie together, whether it's Commonwealth you're writing for, you're just writing to a university, whatever you are doing, every aspect of your application, your CV, your essays, all have to tie together. Okay. Talk about the UK. Why the UK? That's the first thing. Why have you chosen your proposed course and university? Why do you want to undertake this study? I started by talking about why the UK. And I talked about its diverse environment. I want to meet people from different cultures. It's a melting pot, has an inclusive environment. It's a beautiful place to be, butter them up. What is the word? Kiss their backside, and butter the school up as well. This school is amazing. So to be able to do all these things, do your research, look at the school, go deep. Don't go to only the first page, go deep. Is there somebody that won a crazy award in that school, in the area, in your proposed study area? Let me give you an example. Over the years, LSHTM has set itself out in the world of public health research with its response to global health problem. Being rated at 3rd place in the world for public health, the university also stood out in its response to the ongoing pandemic, for which it was awarded the Queen's Anniversary Prize for COVID-19 response. That's one I did not get from the first page of LSHTM. I looked at the awards that they've won. I looked at, you have to be serious about it. LSHTM's goal to shape health policies and translate research findings to tangible impact, especially in developing countries, led to my picking this for my master's degree. I'm assured that acquiring the necessary knowledge and skills, I am assured of acquiring the necessary knowledge and skills I require to build a team, again, capacity building, and improve the maternal health in the system, blah, blah, blah. Everywhere I talked, everywhere I brought in capacity building, because my mentor then was the one that told me, these guys are big on capacity building, put it everywhere, sprinkle it everywhere, and that's what I did. The next thing is your career plans. Describe the skills that you expect to gain. Includes objective during the award, career plans in 5 years, long-term career plans. This is basically expanding on the initial essay you wrote about your goals. That was shorter. This is going to be expanding more on it. First of all, your objective during the award, while you are in school, what do you want to achieve? Okay. Let me show you what I said I wanted to achieve. I wanted to develop knowledge and skills for my problem area. I wanted to gain experience on how to carry out high impact research. If you are in the engineering field, you're in another field, you want to gain knowledge and skills to carry out something, to innovate something, to develop something. Mine was research. Then I now talked about, the essay was much longer, of course, but I talked about leadership. I want to participate in student representative council in order to gain more leadership, blah, blah, blah. I did not do nothing, but I know how important it is, right? So I wanted to improve my leadership skills, my advocacy skills. Those are buzzwords, leadership, advocacy. I've told you people. The next thing I said, okay, I've stated that networking, leadership, capacity building, even advocacy, becoming a decision maker, blah, blah, blah. Those are buzz terms. It's not just for Commonwealth. You're applying for a scholarship, you're applying for whatever it is that you're applying for, sprinkle them inside. Make it chronological. So your short-term goals should feed into your long-term goals. Don't wake up in the afternoon in your long-term career plans and now suddenly say you want to become an actor when you were talking about, innovating some crazy stuff. Do you get? Everything should flow into each other. This is an example of the short-term career plan, shorter-term career plan. I said that during the 5 years following the award, I want to achieve some short and medium-term goals. I basically expanded on my short and medium-term goals I had previously talked about. First year, I want to train at least 20 young researchers, something realistic. I think I initially said 100 or so. And my mentor was like, nobody's going to listen to you. You are joking, because that is not, it's not achievable. So I moved it down to 20 young researchers on implementation research under the umbrella of my organization. And it will help me raise a team that I will then now use to work. My medium-term career goals are focused on carrying out research to identify the root causes of high maternal mortality rates, to determine the best models of interventions that that would work in these communities. Then, in the long term, I plan to establish myself as a resource person on issues regarding this. That is the idea of decision-making, advocacy. I want to work with WHO to implement evidence-based interventions, blah, blah, blah. Furthermore, I plan to upscale my project to the national level, by running for a seat in the Nigerian Parliament. Yeah?
Evidence-based interventions. For the
Yeah, that's
poorest of the
another
poor,
buzzword.
or what?
Go away. That's another buzzword. That's another buzzword term, actually. So he said, I want to, and by running for a seat in the Nigerian parliament. Now, I've read some people's essays that they were so detailed. They were like, oh, I want to be in this one particular position and I want to do this. It's good, but I thought using a more general term, like running for a seat in the national Nigerian parliament, becoming a decision maker in the Ministry of Health, stuff like that makes it seem like you are not unrealistic. If you say, I want to become the president of Nigeria, good for you. But we are 200 million people. How many people will be president of Nigeria in their lifetime? Okay, so use something realistic. Moving on. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to be done. Personal statement. Okay, 8 minutes. Let me not lie. Personal statement. This is like any other personal statement. It is a very important thing to know how to write personal statement. Before anybody will say, oh, you are good at writing, you know all these things already, that's why you got the scholarship. See, when I was writing this thing, I struggled like crazy. I've never known how to do these things. I don't know how to sell myself. I don't know how to do it. So if I could write these things, you can. Okay? So writing personal statement is an art that everybody has to learn. First of all, summarize. Okay, this is the question. Summarize the ways in which your personal background has encouraged you to make an impact. Should indicate areas you have already contributed. A personal statement is personal. Don't tell a compelling story. Tell a compelling story. Let it be chronological. Let the paragraphs flow into each other. What I mean by this is start with example, something personal. What happened to pique your interest in this area? And then what have you done so far in this particular area? Don't use flowery cliche terms. I have helped the poorest of the poor. I've created interventions to improve lives for the poorest of the poor. And I have done this, I've done that. Anybody can write that. In fact, ChatGPT is writing that beautifully these days. So it will not move me, talk less of the people that are there. Clear examples. You can have your opening statement. I have helped the poorest of the poor, or I have found permanent solutions for the poorest of the poor. Full stop. I did this, I did that, I did that, I did that, and this is how it helped the poorest of the poor. Okay? Always back up by examples. Same thing with your reference or your references or your referees. When you're telling them to write your references for you, they should not just write general statements. He's amazing, he's great, he's beautiful. You should write exactly how amazing you are, how great you are, how beautiful you are. Is your skin clear? Do you not have pimples? Stuff like that. Very specific. Have a strong opening as per fitting into your problem area. Something personal. It must be personal to you. Something you witnessed, something you saw in the course of your practice, your career, something you noticed in the country you're living in, the context that you're living in. Okay? I reemphasize personal, personal, personal. So it should be telling a chronological story of how you arrived from identifying a problem area or from something that affected you down to why you are doing what you want to do. Chronological, it's about you. Don't repeat, no need to repeat. You can mention things that you've mentioned in other parts of the essay, but don't repeat them in depth. Instead, look at them from another lens, from a personal lens. Let's see an example. In my 4th year in the university, a friend of mine informed me of her pregnancy. I was excited about it and looked forward to her becoming a mother. However, after an uneventful pregnancy period, she went into labor but lost her life. Remember that I was seeing the announcement of her demise. I was gripped with fear and anger. Now, the reason why I was able to write this thing like a story, I'm a creative, I write creatively. So the reason I was able to write this thing as a story is because Commonwealth already has so many other essays. I had space in my personal statement. If you're writing, for example, for Chevney, you will not have this much space to go writing a beautiful narrative because they have just 4 essays and your personal statement is basically has to have a lot. For Commonwealth, you have beautiful space to write and make your reviewers drawn to you. So I was gripped with fear and anger And this incident created a spark in me as I wondered how a young woman of 22 years could die during childbirth in the 21st century. I wrote stuff about that. I wrote more stuff about how this led me to public health. Then later, I also wrote about another problem I identified during my clinical practice. Then you see how I started the next paragraph. As a solution-oriented person, this has always been my reaction to problems I encounter. While in the penultimate year in secondary school, our food rations were drastically reduced without warning. I wrote an open letter to the school authorities via the school magazine, and the issue was rectified shortly. I don't remember if this issue was rectified shortly, but I shall wrote the letter. Similarly, during my undergraduate studies, whenever a community was in need or a community need was identified, I was able to organize rural outreaches under the umbrella of medical blah, blah, blah. Watching my efforts impact others made me yearn to do more to impact change in the lives of people, especially in rural communities. See how I'm selling myself as somebody that is, number one, solution-oriented, that does not sit on my ass and wait for people to do stuff for me. Number two, that is socially conscious, interested in social justice, wants to help the poorest of the poor and not so poorest of the poor. Beautiful. Thumbs up if you can follow me. We're about to round up.
Before, yes.
Okay. The next thing, leadership and volunteer experience. You may say, oh, but I've not really done so much. What have I led? Oh, I just finished school. I've not led nothing. You know, I'm telling you right now that you have this. You have led. Trust me. Because if me, like this, that's always running from any leadership, anything, could find or dig leadership experience from my experiences, you can dig it too. So while in university, I participated in Christian Medical and Dental Association, and I had held some leadership experiences, but I had never thought about them as being important in this place. So you have probably been something in your class, you've led a course, you led something. Even if you've not led anything specifically, you have an experience where you demonstrated leadership. Okay, you led a small team, sell it, bring it out, beautify it, dress it up like a king, and then present it to them. Okay? Again, tell it like a story. I see some people's leadership. Oh, another thing is volunteer experience. You definitely have volunteer experience. You volunteered something. You've done something in your church. You've done something in your community. If you don't have any of this leadership or volunteer experience, you have 12 days to get it. Because I'm not going to lie to you. When I read an essay of somebody that did not do the things that they said that they did, it's very easy to pick it out. A lot of the times, I'm going to talk about that later, authenticity. Okay. So you have to write from a perspective of somebody that knows what they are saying. Again, tell it like a story. I see some people writing their leadership and volunteer experience like, in this year, I did this. In that year, I did that. In that year, I did that. I don't know if that works. Maybe I should have given a disclaimer in the beginning of this. I am not on the board of Commonwealth or anything, so I don't know what exactly works. I'm preaching what worked for me. So you are going to be telling a story. What worked for me was telling it like a story, making it chronological. I didn't divide it into leadership and volunteer. I just told a story of my leadership volunteer experiences combined together. First of all, start with what they mean to you. Leadership is this, or volunteering is this, or start with something about yourself that shows that you are somebody that would easily volunteer or lead. Example, I am not one to turn a blind eye whenever there's somebody else in need. That's a good opening statement. Okay. And then you go ahead to talk about how you have not been turning blind eyes. Somebody says they can't hear me. Can others hear?
I think it's their network.
Mine or theirs?
Theirs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So thank you, guys. So, start with what they mean to you, yes. Bring out what you learned from each experience. So when you say you learned, or you did something, or you led in a particular area, talk about how it made you feel, what I'm trying to say is bring everything, tie it down to why you are going for what you're going for, and how you are going to impact other people. So you did this thing, you went to these communities, you offered these outreaches, or you helped an old woman build a house, or not, and what do you call it, hammer her cupboard in. How did that make you feel? It made me, seeing the joy on her face made me want to do more for people. You see how simple that is, you know? Then you could decide to separate them or weave them into each other. I wove them into each other. Another thing is, you could have one good example of each: leadership and volunteer. Okay, you could have more. You could weave them into each other. You could write them separately. Like, I don't mean like having subheadings like leadership, volunteer, but like 2 different paragraphs or 3 different paragraphs talking about them separately. This is lengthy, but I'm just going to say, my stuff said, my desire to improve the welfare of people in rural communities. This was my opening statement. My desire to improve the welfare of people in rural communities led me to participate in programs during my undergraduate days. I was a member of the blah, blah, blah. I was a member of the, where I organized and planned rural medical outreaches, presence outreaches, and hospital outreaches. Bear in mind that I never did any of these things on my own. I always did it with people, but I sold my role in these outreaches. Okay. That paragraph was longer than that. Maybe I should have put a ... Then the next paragraph was like, due to my commitment to this role, as a class coordinator, which I held from 2012 to 2014, I was given the position of organizing secretary. You see how I tied my volunteer experience in CMDA still led to my, this is now leadership I'm talking about. So I was committed to organizing these outreaches, which then made them to give me the position of organizing secretary and then vice president. I planned medical outreaches, Christmas outreaches, now volunteer. I met with and urge some medical doctors, pharmacists, blah, 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 to anybody that's ever been in CMDA knows that this is something we do as a team. I sold it as my work, you know. Furthermore, while scouting community where the outreaches was to hold, that sentence basically says, I noticed that people were, some of the children were like homeless, did not wear clothes, did not have shoes. So I did like a drive to give them shoes and clothes. This is something that is already within CMDA. We do drives to collect clothes and shoes, which I actively participated in. But I made it look like it's me that saw it, like that. How do I put this? It was a need I identified. Do you understand? You have to tie it to you. You're not writing about the organization, you're writing about yourself. Currently, this is like 2 paragraphs later. I mentor this on research methods, all this true, and data analysis under the umbrella of Health Systems Research Hub, where I volunteer as a researcher. This started when I realized that many of the final year students found it difficult to navigate their final year project. All this is true, and blah, blah, blah. So I teach them different research methods. See how I tied it all together. Very demure, very mindful. Okay, moving to the last paragraph. Don't make these mistakes. Don't use generic statements without personalization. Don't be ChatGPT. Don't say, I don't know why the poorest of the poor keeps coming to my mind. Or let me use something in my field. I'm going to build effective health systems by developing transformative solutions that bridge, that improve livelihoods of people. Beautiful statement.
I'm going to develop transformative solutions for socioeconomic prosperity.
Exactly. No substance. Beautiful statement, no substance. Say exactly what you want to do. I am going to develop transformative solutions that will improve utilization of maternal and child health services by women in clinical. Okay. You can always start your statement, your paragraph with a generic statement, but inside of your paragraph, someone should know exactly what you want to do. Don't focus too much on academic achievements without linking them to the impact. I graduated top of my class. Someone said the way I'm looking at my SOP, I wrote nonsense. Sorry. Don't focus too much on academic achievements without linking them to any impact. Okay. Don't say I graduated top of my class. I had 10 distinctions and 2 mini distinctions, and then I carried the entire class on my back, like everything was me. How have you impacted anybody? And that will tell them how you will impact others. Don't focus too much on using flowery terminology. Again, ChatGPT has, not just ChatGPT, AI has beautified our language so much, our everyday language so much that we have beautiful language. Don't get me wrong, I love using ChatGPT to edit my stuff, but don't use it without your sense, okay? Break down the language. You can see that my essay, I wrote it on my own. You can see it did not use much flowery terminology. You can see that it was simple at times, but it worked. What does that tell you? That they're not really after how much big English you can spend, but like, can this person actually make an impact? And I'm going to tell you now that Commonwealth is not just doing everything that they're doing just because they want to give people school. I'm on a board. I'm on a WhatsApp group of Commonwealth alumni. And so many key positions in this country is held by Commonwealth alumni. So many ministers are Commonwealth alumni. So many leaders, the MDCN leader, but they are Commonwealth alumni. So what I'm trying to say is their strategy actually works. They actually pick people that will make an impact. So they are actually looking for your impact, not just your academic achievement or just your, what do you call it, your use of words. Under my WhatsApp group, I'm on the same WhatsApp group with ministers, with VCs, with crazy people in this country, all tied together by Commonwealth, okay? Don't ignore the scholarship-specific goals and criteria. Because I said don't use crazy flowery terminology does not mean you will not use poor grammar, spelling, or poor structure. I did not say just write any rubbish and send, okay? So just finally take away this. Authenticity cannot be ChatGPT the way. First of all, write by yourself before you ask ChatGPT, can you improve the writing of this one? Can you improve the flow? Can you improve the grammar? Write it first by yourself. Align with the school and scholarships goal and mission. Oh, I don't think I hammered on this. Go to the school, the program. What is their goal? I know you have what you already want to do, but if it is not aligned to the school's goal, don't forget that Commonwealth shared half is given by the school, half is given by Commonwealth. So if it doesn't align to the school, you're not going to get it. Show that you can and have made an impact. Good grades is not enough. Don't use vague and flowery language that says nothing at the end of the day. Get 1 or 2 people to review your essays. Send it to them on time. Don't send it to them 3 days before. You can do this. Fighting. Thank you. Okay, I'm done.
All right. Thank you very much. You can see LinkedIn profile name right there. You could reach out, send out a message. It's right there. Thank you very much, Victory, for that.
Thank you.
We shouldn't be using buzzwords like poorest of the poor for socioeconomic prosperity and implementation of life-changing strategies that we will circle back to. All right, moving on, guys. We will be going straight into the essay review session. And we have essays already submitted, and we will be, and Victory, can stop sharing your screen.
Yeah.
So we have essays that we would be reviewing live, but we would not be recording this session because this session is going to be on YouTube. So I'm going to stop the recording now for privacy, right? So which means those who submitted their essays, if you're on this call, we would go through your essay, starting with Ogechi, right? Now we'll go through your essay, provide live feedback and comments for you. All right, so let's just get some feedback for those of us that are still following, reactions in the chat box. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Okay, let me stop the recording first before I put up the other screen.